Hi Taurus, welcome to your love special tarot vision messages. So this is going to be a reading that is going to be relevant to any of you Taurus interested in knowing what type of energy is working and operating in your life and in your relationships when it comes to love matters. So it's a reading that works for single Taurus, Taurus dating, Taurus, in a complicated relationship, Taurus in a relationship, any kind of relationship status, that you have. The reading is still applicable because it's not focused in any type of status, it's more on the energy presented. So as always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of February, the two special sales offer available are also focused in love. So if you would like to have a Valentine's reading yourself, the details about those love specials are in the description box below. If you'd like to know more details about it or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Taurus, it does feel like there's this change, like a change of heart, change that occurs like in a heartbeat as well, like something quite unpredictable is a part, and surprising is a part of some of your love experiences during this time. I feel like you might receive news that you're not expecting. You might receive communication from someone you're not expecting. I feel like there's a lot of moments like when we drop our jaw, surprises, like jaw-dropping moments. I think I'm saying correctly, because you're just not expecting something. And the fact that some of you Taurus are not expecting this element, whichever it is going to make things that you thought to be sure of, like, it's going to make you question what you thought was the reality, what you thought was the truth, what you thought was what you're dealing with. So in a way, you can expect turns in situations. For Taurus in relationships, your partner could be showing a side to them that you're just not expecting, a side to them that you have not saw before, that they have not expressed before. Some of you could be a side that unfortunately is a side that is more negative, like a side that can be vengeful, that can be jealous, confrontational. I see that there is all this unpredictability leads to conflict. It leads to dynamics where two people involved in a situation are so, wrapped around their own feelings of passion and anger at the same time that they get blindsided. They get really blindsided by this emotion. So be mindful the way you feed certain conflicts with love partners or people that you are interested in, because it can really lead to serious damage or a serious consequence. Some of you, the heat, the passion between you and someone is very, very high, and it's almost like coming to this passion, this intensity is coming to its peak throughout February. There's an experience that it's almost like makes the volcano of emotions here, you know, erupt and put out all that it has been containing. Some of you, this is about someone manifesting, again, that you might not be expecting, that has a lot of passion towards you, but also potentially a lot of hurt feelings or jealous feelings. Some of you, the time has come to make a decision when it comes to your love life that you didn't expect it. I feel like some of you thought that the decision was already made somehow, and I think that this has some influence here with the retrograde that we're going to have, Mercury retrograde, potentially. But it's like you didn't expect something to just turn away. It's turning. I do feel like from whomever you might be receiving communication, or from who you are currently in communication with, there's a lot of activity there, so you can expect things to keep flowing in terms of communication, but don't feed into unnecessary energy. For some of you Taurus, I see some cases where there could be violence involved in your dynamics. Again, this could be verbal abuse, this could be physical abuse, sexual abuse, this could be the violence of the raw emotions that are being felt. There's many interpretations. Just take what it does feel right and what does resonate with your own personal narrative. But either way, love in February equals a mixture of passion and danger, because indeed the intensity that is being experienced is very disruptive on its own, without you or the other doing anything. The disruption that this energy that is so volatile can create is immense. So it's better to not kind of do anything purposely that you know can add more to this fire. The fire has a lot of life on its own. Don't put energy into it, because the outcome just might not be the best. You know, it might just lead to more problems. It might lead to a separation. It might lead for, you know, both you and the partner to hurt each other, you know, in a way, say things that you can't take back. Be careful with the poison arrows here that comes from communication. So hurtful words in particular, they can really leave an imprint. So be mindful of the words that are exchanged. Some of you need to let your partners breathe, because again, it's not that the person you are with is not interested. Quite the opposite. It feels like whomever you're dealing with is insanely crazy about you. There's this type of insane, crazy 4th of July kind of love presence in your reading. So the person you're questioning most likely has tremendous feelings for you. But the way this person is able to handle this, it's the question. The way these feelings are being channeled is the question. So if there are love quarrels, which is indicated that it could, just give it proper time and space for you to cool down and your other half to cool down, okay? Because it feels like the cooling down will happen more towards the end of the month and allow balance to be restored and proper communication to be again happening. For some of you that you're dealing with Libras, that you're dealing with, you yourself have Libra placement in your chart, this could be very, very relevant to you. Either way, you might not have a clue of how much, you know, you mean to someone and end up just knowing that. You might just end up knowing really what you mean to someone. This could be someone you have been in separation from, because there's this Tower energy, or someone is a state of relationship that has been marked by a lot of, perhaps, you know, breakups and makeups. A relationship that has shown itself to already be quite volatile, no matter how long it has been occurring. February takes you and this union to a point where decision needs to be made, okay, what both of you want to do ahead, because it's starting to mess here with some of your karmic cycles as well. For Taurus that are single and this is not a possibility, again, someone is about to manifest into your life, and it's someone with whom most likely things will move quite fast. There's this warning that you might be drawing in a significant relationship in the next weeks and months that are going to be, there's going to be very life altering, okay, when it comes to the type of passion levels that creates. It's almost like it stretches you towards your own limits, the limits of how far you're usually willing to go for a relationship or a partner. That's going to be kind of tested or extended itself to the limits again, because it's worth it. It's worth it. Some of you are going to see that someone is worth your effort to leave some of your comfort zones and perhaps be a little bit more crazy in love than usually you are. So I hope you have a great month and Valentine's Day. I hope the month has a lot of love and light to you, and that you're able to find it in your heart. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.